What's the vibe around the group today after the first week of the season has flown by?
Today was actually a good day. There was a lot of positives. Showed them a lot of positive videos. We had a chance to Detroit 25-14, so we're 2-1, which is a positive. Our face-offs were good, like 50-60%. So there's a lot of positives, and that's the way when you have a young group, you have to keep the energy level up. I thought they did a nice job in practice again, which is nice. I think that if you want to create a winning environment, a winning team, you have to have consistency in your attitude and the way you practice. And I thought today they did a nice job with a good practice.
Confidence level in Louis, if he has to carry this team for a little stretch.
Well, I mean, it's obviously, he's got to feel that, the goals that went in there, he's got to have. That's the first thing, and go from there. His attitude, stuff like that. It's good, but he has to, you got to be big in the net. You got to make the stops, and he knows it. Guys want to play in front of him, so that's a start.
Frustrating. I mean, the net is going to need to get stabilized to give this team a chance, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at Vegas. I mean, Fleury just gives Vegas that confidence, and we need some confidence from the goalies back there. But by saying that too, we still have to, as forwards and defense, be accountable and have all that ownership stuff too. It's just not on the goaltender.
Are you seeing the right attitude from Louis? I'm just trying to get at what you were saying earlier. He obviously needs to
he's
make
fine.
the saves.
Yeah, it's just it's not so much the attitude. It's just that feeling. Hey, listen, that one went in, but I'll get the next one. He's got to just get that inner strength, that mental toughness. And it's something. He's a young guy too. He's got to learn how to do that too. Oh yeah.
What was your motivation about splitting up Oliver and Nick for last game?
Well, I thought they struggled a little bit together, and we needed to kind of spread the wealth a little bit. And I thought when we did that in the third period in Vegas and we did it last game, it kind of worked. So it seemed to, energize the D back there a little bit.
Are you looking for some cohesiveness to settle in with some pairings and find some rhythm?
Yeah, a little bit of rhythm. And, you can still play some shifts together, but it just kind of, we wanted to try this for a little bit.
Rick, Lawson Cross seemed to give you a bit of a jump late in that game in Vegas. He had a lot of hits last night. He engages in a fight. What have you thought of his game?
He's getting better every game. Like I liked him in training camp. He works on a little bit of skill stuff, works on his hands. He's got the speed. He's a strong guy. Works on his learning the game stuff. He's a good prospect, a good player. He's done a nice job for us. That's why I put him with Devo and Fisher. I thought those guys were really on the puck last night.
Rick, you've coached against this Boston team in recent years. What are some of the challenges they present their opponent?
Well, I mean, if you look at the guys they've had over the years, like the Charas, the Bergerons, Marcia, they're pros. They very rarely have off nights. They're professionals. Every time I've coached or played against them, especially the last bunch of years coaching, they're pretty diligent in their systems, and they're professionals. And you got to beat them. They're not going to get. Very rarely they're going to throw games to you. So you got to really make sure that you stay on top of your game.